Addiction is a battle that doesn't discriminate. It can grip anyone, regardless of fame, fortune, or talent. Take Robert Downey Jr., for example. Known today as one of Hollywood's highest-paid actors and the face of Marvel's Iron Man, his life wasn't always so polished. In the 1990s, Downey's drug addiction derailed his career and nearly ended his life, leaving fans and the industry shocked by how far a star of his caliber could fall. But Downey isn't alone. Hollywood has long been a place where the pressures of fame, access to wealth, and relentless public scrutiny create a perfect storm for substance abuse. Behind the glitz and glamour, many beloved stars have faced their darkest demons in secret, some finding redemption, while others succumb to their struggles. Today, we're delving into the untold stories of 20 celebrities whose battles with addiction surprised the world. From child stars like Drew Barrymore to musical legends like Whitney Houston, their stories remind us that addiction is a human issue, not a Hollywood one. Which of these stories will shock you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let us know if there's a story that moved you or a celebrity you think deserves to be added to this list. Let's explore the hidden struggles behind the spotlight. Robert Downey Jr. is one of Hollywood's most remarkable comeback stories. Rising to fame in the 1980s with critically acclaimed performances in films like Less Than Zero and Chaplin, Downey showcased extraordinary talent and charisma. However, behind the scenes, he struggled with severe drug addiction, a battle that would nearly destroy his career. During the 1990s, Downey's addiction spiraled out of control. Arrested multiple times for possession of cocaine, heroin, and marijuana, his legal troubles became tabloid fodder. Infamously, he was found passed out in a neighbor's home and sent to jail for violating probation. Despite several attempts at rehab, his addiction persisted, leading to more career stagnation as studios deemed him unreliable. Downey hit rock bottom, but ultimately chose to fight back. In the early 2000s, with the support of his wife, Susan Downey, and a newfound commitment to sobriety, he began to rebuild his life and career. The turning point came in 2008 when he was cast as Tony Stark in Iron Man. The role revitalized his career, making him one of the highest-paid and most respected actors in Hollywood. Today, Robert Downey Jr. is celebrated not only for his on-screen brilliance, but also as a symbol of resilience and redemption, proving that even the darkest struggles can lead to a brighter future. Demi Lovato captivated audiences as a Disney star in Camp Rock before launching a successful music career. Despite her fame and talent, Lovato battled personal demons from a young age, struggling with substance abuse, eating disorders, and mental health challenges. The pressures of fame exacerbated these issues, and Lovato began using heroin and other drugs as a coping mechanism. In 2018, Lovato suffered a near-fatal overdose that shocked fans and the entertainment industry. Found unconscious in her home, she was rushed to the hospital, where it was revealed she had suffered multiple organ failures and was minutes from death. The incident served as a wake-up call, highlighting the severity of her addiction. Since then, Lovato has been open about her struggles, using her platform to advocate for mental health and addiction awareness. Through her music, documentaries, and interviews, she has shared her journey, breaking down stigmas around addiction and recovery. Lovato's courage to face her past and her commitment to helping others make her story not only a cautionary tale, but also an inspiration for those battling similar issues. Today, she continues to focus on her music, sobriety, and being a voice for change. Matthew Perry, widely known for his role as the quick-witted Chandler Bing on the beloved sitcom Friends, faced significant personal challenges at the height of his television fame. Despite the global success of Friends, Perry's off-screen life was marred by a severe addiction to Vicodin and alcohol, which began following a jet ski accident in 1997 that left him in intense pain. The prescription painkillers led to dependency, and his struggles with substance abuse became a recurring battle that he fought largely out of the public eye during the show's run. Perry's addiction escalated to the point where he was consuming up to 55 Vicodin pills a day, coupled with excessive alcohol consumption. His physical appearance changed noticeably over the seasons of Friends. something fans pointed out as he fluctuated in weight and seemed increasingly lethargic. Despite multiple rehab stints during and after the series, Perry's journey to sobriety was fraught with relapses and public scrutiny. In his efforts to combat addiction and maintain his sobriety, Perry became an outspoken advocate for addiction recovery. He has used his celebrity status to raise awareness about the dangers of prescription drug abuse and the challenges of recovery. In 2022, he authored a memoir, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing, which details his struggles with addiction and his journey toward recovery. Through his writing and advocacy, Perry aims to offer hope and support to those dealing with similar struggles, emphasizing the possibility of redemption and the importance of seeking help. His story serves as a poignant reminder of the human side of celebrity and the profound impact of addiction. Drew Barrymore, who stole hearts as the adorable Gertie in Steven Spielberg's E.T. the Extraterrestrial, found herself navigating the pitfalls of early fame with uncommon difficulty. Thrust into the limelight from a very young age, Barrymore was born into a family with a long history in the film industry, which exposed her to Hollywood's party scene much earlier than most. By the age of 13, she had already begun struggling with alcohol and drug addiction, a startling descent that culminated in her first rehab stint at just 14 years old. Barrymore's early experiences with substance abuse were marked by intense public scrutiny and personal turmoil. She went through a notoriously troubled adolescence, including multiple stints in rehab and a temporary emancipation from her parents. Despite these challenges, her talent and resilience shone through. By her late teens and early 20s, Barrymore had begun to turn her life around, distancing herself from her tumultuous past and reinventing her career. Emerging as a successful actress and later a producer, Barrymore took control of her narrative, founding Flower Films in 1995, which produced hits like Charlie's Angels and 50 First Dates. Her comeback solidified her status as a respected figure in the entertainment industry. In recent years, she has also become a daytime television staple with The Drew Barrymore Show, showcasing her warmth and relatability. Her openness about her struggles has endeared her further to fans, and her journey from troubled child star to beloved media personality remains an inspiring tale of redemption and transformation. Barrymore's story highlights the potential for recovery and success, regardless of the hardships faced in youth. Zack Efron, best known for his breakout role as the charismatic Troy Bolton in Disney's High School Musical series, quickly became a teen idol and heartthrob around the world. His clean-cut image and rising star status, however, masked personal struggles that escalated with his burgeoning fame. During the peak of his early career, Efron faced significant challenges with alcohol and cocaine addiction, which began to affect his work and public image. Efron's descent into addiction was not immediately apparent to the public, but behind the scenes, it was taking a toll. He grappled with the pressures of Hollywood and the expectations placed upon him, which contributed to his substance abuse issues. His situation reached a critical point, prompting him to take decisive action to reclaim his health and career. In 2013, Efron quietly entered rehab to address his addiction problems, a move that he later credited with saving his life. Following his stint in rehab, Efron made a concerted effort to revitalize his career and focus on his well-being. He chose roles that challenged his acting abilities and distanced him from his teen idol persona, such as those in The Greatest Showman and Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile. He also became an advocate for mental health and wellness, often sharing insights about the importance of seeking help and maintaining sobriety. Today, Zac Efron is not only known for his diverse acting roles, but also for his commitment to a healthy lifestyle, which includes regular exercise and a strong focus on mental health. His journey from a Disney star battling addiction to a respected actor and wellness advocate is a testament to his resilience and determination to overcome personal obstacles for a more fulfilling and sustainable career in Hollywood. Philip Seymour Hoffman was an esteemed actor, celebrated for his depth and versatility in roles that spanned from the theater to major motion pictures. His profound performances earned him an Oscar for his portrayal of Truman Capote in Capote and critical acclaim for numerous other roles, including The Master and Doubt. However, beneath his professional success, Hoffman battled a long-standing addiction to heroin, a struggle that he managed to keep private for many years. Hoffman had been open about his early encounters with drugs and alcohol, noting that he had sought help and achieved sobriety in his early 20s. For over 2 decades, he remained clean, dedicating himself to his craft and his family. Unfortunately, in 2012, the pressures of his career and personal life led to a relapse. This resurgence of his addiction proved devastating. In early 2014, Philip Seymour Hoffman's struggle with heroin addiction culminated tragically. He was found deceased in his New York City apartment at the age of 46, due to an overdose that included heroin among other substances. His death shocked the world, highlighting the insidious nature of addiction and its capacity to reclaim lives, even after years of sobriety. Hoffman's death served as a stark reminder of the opioid crisis gripping much of the United States and brought renewed attention to the need for comprehensive approaches to addiction treatment and prevention. The loss of such a talented actor also underscored the harsh reality that addiction does not discriminate by success or character strength. Hoffman's legacy continues to influence the acting world, and his life and untimely death remain a poignant narrative in Hollywood's ongoing dialogue about substance abuse and mental health. Lindsay Lohan became a household name as a bright, young star in Disney hits like The Parent Trap and Freaky Friday. Her early career promised a long-lasting presence in Hollywood, but as she transitioned into her late teens and early 20s, Lohan's life took a turbulent turn, making her a regular fixture in tabloid headlines rather than on the big screen. Lohan's downfall was marked by a high-profile struggle with addiction to cocaine and alcohol, which led to multiple arrests and stints in rehabilitation facilities. Her legal troubles included DUIs, theft charges, and missed court dates, which often overshadowed her acting career and led to significant professional setbacks, including loss of roles and damaged public perception. Despite these challenges, Lindsay Lohan has made concerted efforts to reclaim her life and career. She has ventured into entrepreneurship with her own beach clubs in Greece and briefly starred in a reality show about her business ventures. Lohan has also returned to acting, taking roles in smaller films and television shows, and continues to work on new projects that align with her current lifestyle and professional goals. Lindsay Lohan's journey from child star to tabloid subject and back to working actress and entrepreneur reflects her resilience and determination to overcome her past struggles. Her ongoing efforts to rebuild her public image and career demonstrate her commitment to personal and professional growth, providing a hopeful narrative to those facing similar challenges. Whitney Houston, celebrated as one of the greatest vocal talents of her generation, captivated the world with her extraordinary voice and chart-topping hits like "I Will Always Love You" and "Greatest Love of All." However, beneath the surface of her glittering career, Houston battled a debilitating cocaine addiction that gradually took a toll on her professional achievements and personal life. Houston's addiction became public knowledge in the late 1990s and early 2000s, as her once pristine public image began to unravel due to erratic behavior, missed performances, and a visibly deteriorating physical appearance. Despite multiple attempts at rehabilitation and comebacks, her addiction deeply affected her voice and performance abilities, leading to widespread media scrutiny and concern from fans. Tragically, Whitney Houston's struggles came to a fatal end in 2012 when she was found deceased in a hotel bathtub, just hours before she was scheduled to perform at a pre-Grammy Awards party. The official cause of death was accidental drowning, with heart disease and cocaine use listed as contributing factors. Her untimely death at the age of 48 was a profound loss to the music world and served as a somber reminder of the destructive power of addiction. Whitney Houston's legacy, however, continues to live on through her music, her influence on other artists, and ongoing discussions about the pressures of fame and the importance of supporting mental health and addiction recovery in the entertainment industry. Macaulay Culkin, who soared to fame as the clever and mischievous Kevin McAllister in the iconic Home Alone series, is one of Hollywood's most notable child stars. However, the immense fame and pressure that came with his early success led to significant personal struggles as he transitioned into adulthood. During his late teens and into his 20s, Culkin faced a tumultuous period marked by drug abuse, which included encounters with substances like marijuana and heroin. The media frequently spotlighted Culkin's troubles, particularly his arrest in 2004 for possession of marijuana and controlled substances without a prescription. This period of his life was fraught with challenges, contributing to a temporary retreat from the spotlight as he grappled with his issues away from the public eye. Despite these setbacks, Culkin has made a commendable recovery over the years. He cleaned up his act and returned to the entertainment industry on his own terms, focusing on independent projects that resonated with his personal and artistic growth. His work in recent years includes appearances in television shows like The Jim Gaffigan Show and movies such as Changeland. Additionally, Culkin has embraced new creative outlets, including his website and podcast, which showcase his unique sense of humor and perspective on life. Today, Macaulay Culkin's story is one of resilience and reinvention. He has successfully navigated the difficult path from child stardom to a stable and fulfilling career in adulthood, proving that recovery and a second chance are within reach, even in the challenging environment of Hollywood. Heath Ledger, one of the most talented actors of his generation, left an indelible mark on Hollywood with his transformative performances in films like Brokeback Mountain and The Dark Knight. Known for his intense dedication to his craft, Ledger often immersed himself deeply into his roles, a trait that both elevated his work and contributed to his personal struggles. During the later years of his career, Ledger battled insomnia and anxiety, compounded by the pressures of his rising fame and demanding roles. To cope, he turned to prescription medications, including sleeping pills and painkillers. His portrayal of the Joker in The Dark Knight was especially taxing, as Ledger pushed himself to embody the chaotic and dark nature of the character, further exacerbating his mental and physical health challenges. On January 22, 2008, Ledger was found unresponsive in his New York apartment. The official cause of death was an accidental overdose involving a lethal combination of prescription drugs, including painkillers, anti-anxiety medications, and sleeping pills. His tragic passing at the age of 28 shocked the world and left fans and colleagues mourning the loss of a brilliant talent taken too soon. Ledger posthumously won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his performance as the Joker, cementing his legacy as one of Hollywood's finest actors. His untimely death serves as a powerful reminder of the dangers of prescription drug dependency and the immense pressures faced by those in the entertainment industry. Despite his tragic end, Ledger's work continues to inspire and captivate audiences worldwide. Amanda Bynes, once a beloved star of Nickelodeon shows like All That and The Amanda Show, successfully transitioned into film roles in hits like What a Girl Wants and She's the Man. Known for her comedic talent and relatable on-screen charm, Bynes was widely considered one of Hollywood's most promising young stars. However, behind the scenes, she struggled with personal issues that would eventually overshadow her career. In her early 20s, Bynes began battling drug addiction, reportedly using substances like marijuana and Adderall, which exacerbated underlying mental health issues. Her erratic behavior made headlines, with a string of legal troubles including DUIs, reckless driving, and incidents of public disturbance. These challenges culminated in a public breakdown in 2013, when Bynes was placed under psychiatric care following alarming behavior, including setting a fire in a stranger's driveway. Since then, Bynes has worked to reclaim her life, focusing on treatment for her mental health and sobriety. After spending years under a conservatorship, she regained control of her life in 2022. While she has largely stepped away from the spotlight, she occasionally shares updates with fans, expressing gratitude for their support and emphasizing her commitment to personal growth. Today, Amanda Bynes lives a quieter life, prioritizing her mental health and well-being. Her story serves as a cautionary tale about the pressures of early fame and the importance of seeking help, but it also offers hope for recovery and resilience. Despite her struggles, Bynes remains an example of how it's possible to rebuild one's life after facing significant challenges. Brad Renfro, who captivated audiences with his debut performance in The Client at just 11 years old, was hailed as one of Hollywood's brightest young stars. His natural talent and on-screen presence hinted at a long and promising career. However, the pressures of fame at such a young age, coupled with a lack of support, led Renfro down a dark path. As he transitioned into adulthood, Renfro struggled with heroin addiction, which began to overshadow his career. Despite his talent, his substance abuse led to erratic behavior, legal troubles, and a declining reputation in the film industry. Renfro was arrested multiple times for drug-related offenses, including possession of heroin, and his personal struggles were often tabloid fodder. Renfro's attempts at recovery were ultimately unsuccessful, and his addiction continued to spiral. On January 15, 2008, at just 25 years old, he was found dead from a heroin overdose in his Los Angeles home. His untimely death was a tragic reminder of the vulnerabilities faced by child stars who grow up in the often unforgiving world of Hollywood. Renfro's passing left his fans and colleagues mourning the loss of a gifted actor whose potential was never fully realized. His story serves as a poignant cautionary tale about the dangers of early fame and untreated addiction, highlighting the need for greater support for young performers navigating the complexities of stardom. Despite his struggles, Renfro's performances remain a testament to his immense talent and the legacy of a career cut far too short. Robin Williams, one of the most beloved comedians and actors of all time, brought joy to millions with his larger-than-life performances in films like Mrs. Doubtfire, Good Will Hunting, and Dead Poets Society. However, behind his infectious energy and comedic genius lay personal struggles that haunted him throughout his life. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, Williams battled a severe cocaine addiction, a habit that was exacerbated by the pressures of fame and personal losses, including the tragic death of his close friend, John Belushi, in 1982 from a drug overdose. This event served as a wake-up call for Williams, prompting him to seek sobriety. With the support of his family and friends, he managed to quit cocaine and alcohol, regaining focus on his career and personal life. Despite maintaining his sobriety for many years, Williams continued to grapple with mental health issues, including severe depression and anxiety. In the final years of his life, he was diagnosed with Lewy body dementia, a progressive brain disorder that severely impacted his cognition and emotional well-being. On August 11, 2014, Williams tragically took his own life, leaving fans around the world devastated. Robin Williams' story is a powerful reminder of the complexities of addiction and mental health, even for those who appear to bring so much light to others. While his loss remains deeply felt, his legacy as a comedic genius and compassionate soul endures, inspiring conversations about mental health and the importance of seeking help. Britney Spears, once hailed as the Princess of Pop, captivated audiences in the late 1990s and early 2000s with hits like Baby One More Time and Toxic. Her meteoric rise to fame made her one of the most successful and recognizable artists in the world. However, behind the glamour and chart-topping hits, Spears struggled with the intense pressures of fame, which ultimately contributed to her public downfall. By the mid-2000s, Spears' life spiraled out of control. Substance abuse, including alcohol and prescription drugs, coupled with mounting personal struggles, led to a series of highly publicized incidents. In 2007, she infamously shaved her head and attacked a paparazzo's car with an umbrella, signaling the depth of her struggles. Her erratic behavior prompted a court-ordered conservatorship in 2008, placing her father, Jamie Spears, in control of her personal and financial affairs. Under the conservatorship, Spears regained some stability, returning to the stage with successful tours and a residency in Las Vegas. However, the restrictive nature of her conservatorship sparked widespread concern and ultimately led to the #FreeBritney movement, a fan-led campaign advocating for her independence. In 2021, after years of legal battles, the conservatorship was terminated, allowing Spears to reclaim control of her life. Today, Britney Spears continues to rebuild her life and career on her own terms. Her journey serves as a stark reminder of the toll fame can take and the importance of mental health awareness. While her struggles were deeply challenging, Spears' resilience and determination to regain her freedom inspire countless fans worldwide. Cory Feldman, a prominent child star of the 1980s, won audiences over with standout performances in iconic films like The Goonies and Stand By Me. With his boyish charm and undeniable talent, Feldman seemed destined for a long and successful Hollywood career. However, the pressures and exploitation he faced as a child actor led to a troubled adolescence and adulthood. After achieving early fame, Feldman fell into drug addiction, turning to substances like cocaine and heroin as a way to cope with the dark realities of his life behind the scenes. The transition from child stardom to adulthood proved particularly challenging, as he struggled with his identity and the lack of guidance and protection in the entertainment industry. His substance abuse derailed his career, leading to a string of legal troubles and public scrutiny. In time, Feldman sought help, eventually overcoming his addiction and focusing on rebuilding his life. Today, he has become a vocal advocate for child actors, shedding light on the darker side of Hollywood, including the exploitation and abuse young performers often face. Feldman has written books, participated in documentaries, and used his platform to raise awareness about addiction and the need for better support systems for child stars. Cory Feldman's journey from stardom to addiction and advocacy is both sobering and inspiring. While his career never fully regained the heights of his youth, his resilience and dedication to protecting others in the industry have cemented his legacy as more than just a former child star. He is now a force for change. Aaron Carter, a teen pop sensation of the early 2000s, captured hearts with hits like Aaron's Party, Come Get It, and I Want Candy. As the younger brother of Backstreet Boys' Nick Carter, Aaron's talent and charm quickly propelled him to stardom, making him one of the era's most recognizable young entertainers. However, the pressures of early fame and the challenges of navigating the music industry at such a young age led to a tumultuous adulthood. Carter struggled with addiction to substances including prescription pills and inhalants, as well as severe financial difficulties. Despite selling millions of records as a teenager, his earnings were poorly managed, leaving him bankrupt by his 20s. In addition to his substance abuse, Carter faced mental health issues, which were compounded by highly publicized family disputes and legal troubles. Despite several attempts at recovery, including rehab stints and public statements about his desire to rebuild his life, Carter's struggles persisted. On November 5, 2022, he was tragically found dead at his California home at the age of 34. The official cause of death was determined to be accidental drowning, with contributing factors linked to his ongoing battle with addiction. Aaron Carter's life serves as a cautionary tale about the risks of early fame and the devastating impact of addiction. While his tragic end is heartbreaking, his talent and the joy he brought to fans during his peak years remain a significant part of his legacy. Jean-Claude Van Damme, the Belgian martial artist and action star, rose to international fame in the 1980s and 1990s with blockbuster hits like Bloodsport, Kickboxer, and Universal Soldier. Known as the Muscles from Brussels, Van Damme's impressive martial arts skills and charismatic screen presence made him one of the most bankable action stars of his era. However, behind the scenes, Van Damme struggled with personal demons that nearly ended his career. At the height of his fame, Van Damme developed a severe addiction to cocaine, reportedly spending tens of thousands of dollars a week on the drug. The addiction led to erratic behavior, strained relationships, and legal troubles, which were compounded by the pressures of Hollywood and the demands of stardom. His substance abuse issues made him unreliable on set, leading to a decline in roles and a tarnished reputation in the industry. After years of battling addiction, Van Damme sought help and began a journey toward recovery. Through therapy, fitness, and a renewed focus on his health, he managed to overcome his substance abuse and re-enter the entertainment world. In recent years, he has appeared in projects like JCVD and The Expendables 2, where he demonstrated his enduring talent and self-awareness about his past struggles. Today, Jean-Claude Van Damme is seen as a figure of resilience, having transformed his life and career after hitting rock bottom. His story serves as an inspiring example of how even those who seem invincible can face personal battles and find redemption through perseverance and self-improvement. Fergie, best known as a member of the Black Eyed Peas and a successful solo artist with hits like Fergalicious and Big Girls Don't Cry, is a shining example of overcoming adversity. Before her rise to global fame, Fergie faced a severe battle with methamphetamine addiction during her early career. Struggling with the pressures of the entertainment industry and personal insecurities, she turned to drugs, which nearly derailed her life. Fergie has been candid about how methamphetamine took a toll on her mental health, leading to paranoia and erratic behavior. At her lowest point, she experienced delusions and a distorted sense of reality. Realizing the devastating impact of her addiction, she sought help through therapy, spirituality, and unwavering determination to regain control of her life. Her recovery marked a turning point, enabling her to join the Black Eyed Peas and achieve massive success. Fergie credits her sobriety and resilience to her faith and support system, using her story to inspire others facing similar struggles. Today, she remains a symbol of strength, proving that recovery and reinvention are possible. Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, revolutionized music and became one of the most iconic entertainers in history. However, his later years were marked by a troubling dependence on prescription drugs, including painkillers, sedatives, and amphetamines. The immense pressures of fame, grueling schedules, and physical ailments contributed to his reliance on these substances. Presley's addiction began to affect his performances and personal life, with fans and colleagues noticing a decline in his health and vitality. His erratic behavior and physical deterioration became increasingly apparent, though his charisma and talent still shone through in his performances. Tragically, on August 16, 1977, Elvis Presley died at the age of 42 from heart failure linked to drug use. His passing shocked the world and highlighted the destructive impact of addiction, even on those who seem larger than life. Despite his struggles, Elvis's legacy as a music pioneer endures. His story remains a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked fame and substance abuse, while his influence on music and culture continues to resonate. Charlie Sheen, once the highest-paid actor on television for his role in 2.5 Men, became infamous for his highly publicized battles with addiction. During the height of his career, Sheen struggled with cocaine and alcohol abuse, often making headlines for his wild lifestyle, legal troubles, and erratic behavior. In 2011, Sheen's addiction and behavior led to his firing from 2.5 Men, a dramatic fall from grace that played out in the public eye. His infamous winning and tiger blood rants during interviews became symbols of his struggles with substance abuse and mental health issues. Despite the turmoil, Sheen has worked toward rebuilding his life. In recent years, he has focused on maintaining sobriety and repairing relationships with his family and peers. Sheen has also been open about his health, including his diagnosis of HIV, using his platform to raise awareness about the importance of treatment and self-care. Today, Charlie Sheen continues to take small steps toward redemption, pursuing acting projects and reflecting on his tumultuous past. His story serves as a reminder of the challenges of addiction and the resilience needed to seek recovery and a fresh start. The stories of these celebrities reveal the hidden struggles that often accompany fame. From the child stardom of Drew Barrymore and Macaulay Culkin to the action-packed heights of Jean-Claude Van Damme and the musical legacy of Whitney Houston, addiction has affected stars across generations and genres. For some, like Robert Downey Jr. and Fergie, recovery and redemption marked a new chapter in their lives, allowing them to rebuild their careers and inspire others. Tragically, for others like Heath Ledger, Brad Renfro, and Elvis Presley, addiction led to untimely and heartbreaking ends, robbing the world of their incredible talents. Hollywood's unique pressures, intense public scrutiny, high stakes, and easy access to wealth and substances create a perfect storm for addiction. The glamorized lifestyle often masks the personal pain and mental health struggles faced by those in the spotlight. Yet, amid these challenges, many stars have shown that recovery is possible, emerging stronger and more self-aware. These stories of resilience not only offer hope to those battling similar demons, but also highlight the importance of support systems and open conversations about addiction and mental health. Which of these stories surprise you the most? Are there other celebrities whose struggles with addiction you think should be shared? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And let's continue the dialogue about the realities of fame and the importance of compassion and understanding. Together, we can learn from these experiences and better support those facing similar challenges.